Hello and welcome to ACL Wise. This is going to be a video podcast about ACL injuries. My name is Tom Jacobs. I'm a physiotherapist by profession, and I've been working for the last 15 years or so across a few different sectors in the NHS, in the private sector, in schools. And in the last 10 years or so in particular, I've had a real interest in ACL injuries, and I've seen a lot of ACL patients through a rehab process. But something that came to my attention about 2016 was this growing trend of more ACL ruptures happening than perhaps ever has done before across Western society, but not least in the UK. And this really not only highlighted a concern, but also that the fact that there is freely available and meaningful ways that we can actually reduce injury risk. So this has become a passion project for me for over many years. Why a podcast? Well, I guess off the back of setting up Power Up to Play with some of my clinician colleagues across the south of England, which is a charity. Power Up to Play is all about preventing youth sport related ACL injuries in whatever way we can. And you do that through raising awareness, speaking at different conferences, spreading the message to colleagues who work in the sector, but particularly through sports coaches and engaging and teaching sports coaches at grassroots level. So this has been a fascinating journey for me, and I feel very lucky that I've been able to be exposed to not only the grassroots sector, the cutting edge, if you like, of where the sports are all happening for these youngsters, but also going to a lot of these conferences has highlighted for me a lot more information than I just didn't realise I didn't know it, from people who are researchers in the field, or who are clinicians, who are specialists in the field, surgeons, sports medicine consultants, physiotherapists, people who work in the elite sector, people who work in the national health. And having those conversations has realised it's helped me realise how little I know, really, when I've been able to delve into the detail. And I didn't know that as a practicing physiotherapist. I thought ACL management was actually quite a straightforward thing. Someone ruptures their cruciate, and it's either do we manage it conservatively or operatively, and then we rehab them and get them back in sport. But actually, it's far more nuanced than that. And there's a lot more detail under the surface when you really delve into it. Now, I'm very passionate about teaching. I'm from a family of teachers, so I can't help myself. I enjoy teaching, whether that's patients or colleagues or mentoring people or whatever. So the kind of perfect storm, if you like, of those factors has led me to the situation where I thought, well, I'd love to get some of these friends and colleagues who've met over the last years on a podcast, ask them interesting questions about ACL related topics, whether that's to do with operative management, non-operative management, graft types, adolescent ACL injuries and that subsector, nutrition, bracing, spontaneous repair, lots and lots of different topics, return to sport, quality of rehab, what metrics we use in rehab, and unpack that a bit more. So if you are a physiotherapist or a clinician working in the ACL type space, or you have ACL patients and you're interested in this, or if you're a parent or a patient, or a sports coach, then this podcast I'm hoping will be really interesting. We're hoping to get some top people, both from around the UK, clinicians, or specialists or researchers within this field, but also from different countries, from America, from Scandinavia, from Australia, who are going to talk about their particular niche when it regards this topic of ACL injuries. So I hope you will come with me on this journey. This is going to be, I'm hoping, really interesting. You won't, thankfully, be hearing my voice too much, but some top people who I've been very, very lucky to meet and get to know. So we will be sharing that on here. So stay tuned, follow the channel for more, and we will be posting content here on a regular basis for you to enjoy and peruse. So if that sparks some interest for you, then please join us, and also please interact and comment. I really appreciate feedback in any form. So I look forward to episode 1 coming soon.